It's 6:30 a.m. and the sun is just about rising for residents here at Kurukuru on the Linden Soosdike Highway. We're standing on a swath of land where the Guyana hemp industry hopes to plant its first hemp seed in 2022. In fact, the advocacy organization that has been lobbying the government has declared 2022 the year of hemp production in Guyana. Last year, the government gave the green light for the planting of hemp here, but the absence of a legal and regulatory framework has stalled the process. Mr. Curtin, the Guyana hemp industries has declared 2022 year of hemp production in Guyana. Tell me why. Why are you so sure that it's going to happen this year?
All indications and responses from the government seem that they will finally put an end to legalizing hemp in Guyana. They have done the first part and given the green light, and they are hoping before the end of January that they will fully remove the barriers for hemp production in Guyana.
But you were just as hopeful last year and it didn't happen.
I agree with you that it didn't happen, but this is because the parliament was out of session, and two, that they had other pressing issues like the oil bills to finalize before they come to hemp. So they have given the assurance that before the end of January, things will happen here.
I know the organization spent several years lobbying the government, not only the current government, but previous governments. And you're finally at a point where I'm sure you feel like it's about to be a breakthrough. Tell me, what has that wait been like for the Guyana hemp industry?
We have some indication that things will happen. And we are happy that so far we've been given the green light partially by the government to get involved in hemp production. We are a little saddened that the final barriers were not removed before the end of the year. But in everything else, we are here continuing the fight.
Just to cut in, we're at Kurukuru here on the Linden Soosdike Highway. We're at a spot where the Guyana hemp industry hopes that it will be able to plant hemp starting this year. Looking into the future, can you tell us what this area will look like in a few months?
Nice question. This area was selected by us because, one, it's an area that was never touched. It's organic. We're only in the fun part because our land goes further in. We have to do a lot of cleaning. And we're hoping that this particular Kurukuru project will become an example for people in other communities. We are going to set this up, and it will be known as the Hemp Agricultural Industrial Zone. And apart from the cultivation of hemp, we will be having processing factories and so on. We are hoping that this particular project will be able to subsidize and help in employment opportunities for people in this community, and also to encourage the farmers who would like to plant hemp later on to get involved in the program.
This is not the only area where hemp will be planted. I know there are plans to go all the way up the coast as far as Region 6. Tell us about the plans for developments in the other areas.
We are going to have in each region a 10-acre project. First of all, with cultivation and also with processing. And we will start, for the 2 years we concentrated on in the first quarter this year is here and at Maro, East Bank Babis.
Is it going to be a replication of what happens here in Mara?
Yes, it will be actually the same thing. Hemp is not marijuana, it's in the family, and you can smoke tons and tons of hemp, you won't get high. Right. You only use it like to feel or get a headache.
Right. So the Guyana hemp industry is really ready to kickstart this industry. People are on board, the equipment is in place, everything that is needed to start this industry is really just there. Waiting on what?
As soon as they say they give us the license, go ahead fully. Right. Everything will be here, ready to go. We have the seeds, We have equipment in order. We have everything. Mr. Bedesi and his team in America are just awaiting the final go-ahead.
You spoke about final barriers just now, but sort of as my last question, in simple terms, could you say what those barriers are?
Just to removing hemp from the narcotic law.
Right. It's as simple as that.
Simple as that. And it's not something that have to be two-thirds majority in Parliament. It can be done quickly. So we're hoping that it happens before, in this first month.
Thank you very much. This was an enriching experience, actually. I'm glad I came.